What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dusty Smith Show, greatest goddamn show on earth. How you guys doing tonight? It's me, Dusty. What's up? Starting out the show, a little Spanky Weasel. What's up, Spanky Weasel? One of the people that make the show so amazing. The reason the show is the best is because I have the best fucking community. Fucking love you guys. So how's everybody doing? Good to be back. I missed last Friday's show. To be honest with you guys, I just wasn't up to it. So I'm just gonna be honest, okay? Just, you know me, I'm fucking honest. So Thursday, I did Whippets. We did Whippets on Thursday. Whippet Thursdays! I haven't done Whippets in a while. To be honest with you, it was awesome. I had an amazing fucking time. I had sort of an ego death, like another minor ego death, something that usually only happens on acid. And I had some really fucking profound thoughts. I would even call it a spiritual journey, even though I don't believe in that. And just to be honest with you, I was not recovered enough on Friday to where I felt like I could do a good show. Also, I didn't have enough material. I had a lot of material, but not enough material to do a good show. So I was like, I'm just gonna like sit here and contemplate life and death and my own existence. And so I basically did that Friday, and it was good. I had a great time. But I'm back now. Sometimes you need to take a little break and examine your own mortality, even though it fucking terrifies me. But I'm back now, and love the shit out of you guys, and good to see you again. Got a fucking huge show tonight. Look at all this stuff I got to cover, dudes. Definitely going into overtime tonight. Probably won't read anything but the super chats, but let's go ahead and get it started. As always, you guys want to support the show? I'm on Patreon. You know how it works. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, you should. I deserve to be supported. I lost about 8 patrons today because that's what happens at the beginning of the month. They process the cards and people can't pay anymore. So I appreciate you guys doing it for as long as you can. And if you want to support the show, there's a link in the description of the video to do that. And also super chats. I read all the super chats. The more you donate, the more serious I take your question. Bye, my love. Immortalize yourself forever. And the super chats. And B-Station 2009 says, just got paid. Shut up and take my money. I will, B-Station. Thank you very much. Good to see you. And B-Station 2009 says, so according to Tom Macdonald, you're only truly woke if you're fascist. Seems legit. Yeah, cringe rap. Tom Macdonald. We're going to make fun of him a little bit. He is the right wing's new favorite rapper. He's like rap for people that hate rap, which are conservatives. So we'll talk about him. And Daddy Nerdit. What's up, Daddy Nerdit? Go on and get weird with it, Dustin. So happy it's showtime. I will, you know me, weird as fuck. Thank you, Daddy Nerdit. Hero so far tonight, and no Lopez. I add that to the Husky Dog. What should I name him? Husky Dog. I love Huskies. How about Lucifer? There you go. The Angel of Light. That's a good name. All right. Let's go ahead and get this shit started, folks, because I got to get it started so I can get it going. I guess I'll check the chat real quick. See if you guys are making fun of me for doing whippets. Whip it into shape. Move forward, back straight. Yeah. Whippets are pretty cool. Is that a NOS thing? It is a NOS thing. Indeed. It's called hippie crack, but I don't do it but like once every, I haven't done it in like, I don't know, 6 months probably. We only do it like twice a year or some shit like that, but it's fun every once in a while. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. All right, let's go ahead and kick out the fuck show. Gonna start off with everybody's favorite section. And if you know the song, sing it along with me. There's 2 different versions of lyrics to this song. Sometimes I sing one version of lyrics and sometimes I sing the other one. So if you get thrown off, I don't blame you. But Chud Watch. It's time for Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and make fun of them. And tonight is no exception. Got a big ass Chud Watch section. About half the fucking show gonna be some Chud Watch. So let's get ready for that, folks. And cat. As always, we got 10 cats in here. And why don't you go on, cat? Don't get over there by the plug-in. I don't want you to unplug my computer. That would be unhelpful. And folks, the right is getting better at comedy and the left is getting nervous. Here is a super dope comedian, Kevin Sorbo, who all I can say is disappointed. What a disappointing asshole. And it was so much better. And he's like, today, I almost got COVID. but I stood on that green dot in the middle of the supermarket. Close call. Shoo. Got 125,000 likes for this, folks. Conservatives not sending their best. So hilarious. Doing the basic things needed to keep your fellow citizens safe from the pandemic that's killed, what, 420,000 people, or what are we at now? Also, Kevin Sorbo, Jercules. But yeah, conservatives think he's hilarious. That's all you need to know about conservatism. And now we gonna get into the joke of the Republican Party. Like, and that's saying something, to be the joke of the Republican Party, to be the joke of a joke. Marjorie Taylor Greene, for folks who are in another country, this is literally a member of the Senate, folks. Remember the House of Representatives, a representative of our government, like the highest levels in America. This is what the citizens of the United States have voted for, to put in the highest fucking levels of office. Marjorie Greene. She is this crazy ass QAnon conspiracy theorist, and all of her bad deeds and tweets have been coming back to haunt her this week, and we ain't gonna cover a few of them. Like, folks, this is a fucking representative of the United States. As there are now over 70 people confirmed dead and over 1,000 missing, the fires in California are a horrific tragedy. I'm praying for all involved. I'm posting this in speculation because there are too many coincidences to ignore, and just putting it out there for some research. Yeah, I'm just asking questions, folks. Yeah, just asking questions. I'm just putting out there for some research I've done. Stemming from the curiosity over PG&E stocks, which tanked all week, then rallied Thursday night after California official announced they would not let PG&E fail. I find it very interesting that Roger Kimball, on the board of directors of PG&E, is also vice chairman of Rothschilds Inc. International Investment Banking Firm. I also find it interesting the long history of financial contributions that PG&E has made to Jerry Brown over the years and millions spent in lobbying. What a coincidence it must be that Governor Brown signed a bill in September 2018 protecting PG&E and allowing PG&E to pass off its cost of fire responsibility to its customers in rate hikes and through bonds. It also must be just a coincidence that the fires are burning in the same projected areas that the $77 billion high-speed rail project is to be built, which also happens to be Governor Brown's pet project. And what are the odds that Feinstein's husband, Richard Bloom, is the contractor to the rail project? Geez, with that much money, we could build 3 U.S. southern border walls. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Anyway, I could read this whole thing to you, but basically the gist of this is that the wildfires are being caused by secret Jewish space lasers. That's the gist of this, folks. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, the best Republicans have to offer. Jewish space lasers, folks. Yep. Thank you, conservatives. And it just gets worse from there. And she was calling for the death of Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, this is her. Liking a thread of somebody talking about removing Nancy Pelosi for office. And somebody said, a bullet to the head would be quicker, to which she liked. Yeah, why wouldn't our representatives be liking comments about murdering their coworkers? Nothing to see here, folks. Totally fucking normal. And now we get into the video section of this crazy ass bullshit. Here she is talking about the Vegas shooter being a false flag in order to take your guns away. Because, of course, that's what it was, folks. Am I right?
Friends, I've got a question for you. How do you get avid gun owners and people that support the Second Amendment to give up their guns and go along with anti-gun legislation? How do you do that? Maybe you accomplish that by performing a mass shooting into a crowd that is very likely to be conservative, very likely to vote Republican, very likely to be Trump supporters.
Wait. So murdering a bunch of conservatives with a gun makes conservatives more likely to give up their guns? That goes against everything I've ever known about conservatives. If you kill them with guns, that makes them more likely to want guns. In fact, I'm pretty sure after that happened, there was a huge surge in gun sales among conservatives. So, not following you, Marjorie, but keep going.
Very likely to be pro-Second Amendment and very likely to own guns. You make them scared. You make them victims, and you change their mindset, and then possibly you can pass anti-gun legislation.
Why didn't
Is that
they do
what
that?
happened in Las Vegas?
No, that's not what happened. Some crazy guy shot a bunch of people at a country music concert because he had easy access to them. And after that happened, they didn't pass any kind of gun legislation. I think Trump did ban bump stocks, though. Your boy Trump, I think, did do that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure he's all part of this conspiracy. But, yeah, it's just bullshit. Like, liberals are not trying to take your guns. They never have. They never passed this legislation. So what would be the point? Did they do this big conspiracy and then decide, oh, yeah, we killed all these people. Let's just not do it. Let's just call it off. They're all dead, but let's not go through with it. Or, I don't know. Keep going, Marjorie.
Is that why the country music festival was targeted? Because those would be the people, would be the ones that we would relate to? Are they trying to terrorize our mindset and change our minds on the Second Amendment? Is that what's going on here?
It sounds like you're trying to terrorize our mindset with conspiracy theories against the left, unfounded, in order to, spread fear and dissension amongst us. But I guess it worked for you because now somehow you're fucking a member of the House of Representatives. God damn it.
I have a lot of questions about that.
I
don't believe Stephen Paddock was a lone wolf.
Okay.
I don't believe that he pulled this off all by himself. And I know most of you don't either.
Yes, most of us do believe that because that's what the evidence suggests, and we don't just pull shit out of our ass to believe it like you do, moron.
So I am really wondering if there's a bigger motive there, and does it have to do with the Second Amendment? Because what's the best way to control the people? You have to take away their guns.
Lie to them?
So that's just my question
Spread
today.
Conspiracy theory, make them afraid of bullshit, a boogeyman. Seems to be the best way to control them. Exactly what you're doing right now. And next up on this cavalcade of craziness, here she is just spreading conspiracy theories about, this conspiracy theory is about, she's just outright endorsing political violence. Because why wouldn't our representatives be supporting political violence against their other representatives?
But here's the deal. If this generation doesn't stand up and defend freedom, it's gone. Yeah. And once it's gone, freedom doesn't come back by itself. The only way you get your freedoms back is it's earned with the price of blood.
Earn the price. Keep in mind, this is a woman who's literally trying to overthrow the government and install a dictator. Trying to overthrow our democracy, go against the will of the people, shred the Constitution, and install a dictator. Talking about freedom and bloodshed, goddammit.
We can't be too busy or too complacent or too worried about offending someone anymore. There's no more excuses. This is it. November 3rd, freedom is on the ballot. You have a choice of either voting for freedom by voting for Donald J. Trump for president again for 4 more years, voting Republican straight down your ballot, or you're going to vote for socialism and vote to completely end America as we know it.
Okay, well, we voted for socialism in America as we know it. But you didn't like that, did you? So you want to overthrow that because you don't really give a shit about democracy and freedom whatsoever. You're just full of shit.
This is no joke. They do not want you to be able to defend yourself. Because if you can defend yourself, guess what? Then you can stop a tyrannical government. However, if they take away your guns, then you can't, not only can you never stop a tyrannical government, you can never even defend yourself if someone is breaking in your home. And that's the reality. This is where we are today in 2020.
It's the same shit you guys always say. It's always, they're coming to take your guns. You said that about Obama. Every goddamn 2 seconds, he's coming to take your guns. He never did. You're just spreading fear because that's how you fool idiots into voting for you. And it works beautifully. And here she is, calling for the death of Nancy Pelosi, her co-worker. Because sure, why not?
She's a traitor to our country. She's guilty of treason.
You're literally the one guilty of treason. You're literally the one who tried to overthrow our government. You projection every goddamn way with these people all the time.
She took an oath to protect American citizens and uphold our laws.
You did
and
too.
She gives aid and comfort to our enemies who illegally invade our land. That's what treason is.
You're talking about yourself.
And by our law, representatives and senators can be kicked out and no longer serve in our government. And it's a crime punishable by death is what treason is. Nancy Pelosi is guilty of treason and we want her out of our government. She's held her seat of power for 32 years. She's 78 years old. She is dying in Congress. We are fed up with these corrupt politicians that hang on to their power just to make themselves rich.
kill the treasoners. But yeah, you're talking about yourself. Like, honestly, you better be glad they're not doing this, Marjorie, whatever the fuck your name is, because you'd be the first on the chopping block of the guillotine. And here she is talking about, hey, did you know Ruth Bader Ginsburg died a long time ago and she had like a body double? Because sure, why not?
And I also want to ask you, I got another question for Marjorie. I'll ask hers first. Have you seen, and I've asked Will this before, the picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg walking through the airport? This woman has been drawn over for how many years? And all of a sudden, she's walking straight upright like it's a whole new person.
Almost like a body double, like Hillary Clinton.
Ruth?
Yeah, like the body double for Hillary Clinton. So it's interesting. Yeah. So
I do not believe that was Ruth. No.
I don't believe that was Ruth. So anyway, you guys in other countries want to know why we're so fucked. It's because I think this woman's from Georgia. Way to go, Georgia. Way to make yourself look even worse than you already fucking do. And here she is, harassing a school shooting victim. Yeah, why not harass David Hogg, a survivor of school shooting? Sure.
Yeah. David, why are you supporting the red flag laws?
The red flag laws are basically if they find somebody's crazy, they can take their guns away from them. Like just the very most basic thing you can do to keep guns out of the hands of crazy shooters and terrorists. And she's like, why do you support this very reasonable legislation? Because even as a child, he's more of an adult than your crazy ass is, I guess would be the answer to the question.
If Scott Peterson, the resource officer at Parkland, had done his job, then Nicholas Cruz wouldn't have killed anybody in your high school, or at least protected them. Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment rights? And why are you using kids as a barrier? Do you not know how to defend your stance?
God damn it. Such a trash fucking country. These are the people in charge of making our laws. So they literally made this woman, they put her on like one of the boards of education. They rewarded her by putting her on one of the boards of education to help decide how our children in this country are going to be educated. Because why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you promote her to that? After all this. And shit like this is what this country's all about. So anyway, she's out there telling people that Parkland school shooting was a false flag planned event is one of her QAnon talking points. And she literally has parents of students that were part of the school supporting her. Mt. Green won her primary by nearly 20%, her runoff by nearly 20%, and her general by 50%. The Democrats are now introducing a resolution to expel her from Congress because she's an avid defender of President Trump. I stand with Marjorie. His daughter was literally killed in the Parkland shooting. She's literally out there telling people that your daughter was not killed, was part of a false flag operation, was a crisis actor, and you're supporting her. We can't get any fucking dumber in this country. It would be impossible. Frustrating as fuck. And another example of this, folks. So she's been called out. Of course, they'll say, it's just because she was a Trump supporter. That's why everybody hates her. No, it's because she's continually spreading false conspiracy theories. She's literally called for the murder of her co-workers. I just showed you the real reason people have a problem with her. But you saw that guy. It's because she's a Trump supporter. That's how they rationalize themselves. She's actually good, and we're the ones that are fucking irresponsible for opposing her. But they reported for it, folks. After all this came out, everything I just showed you came out. It's been in the news all week. She got $1.6 million off of it. Because this is what this country does. It continuously rewards bad behavior. That's why they keep doing it. There is no penalty for it. In fact, it's just the opposite. This country rewards you. Here's what she said. Here's my message to the radical left-wing Democrat mob and the fake news media trying to take me out. Since launching your smear campaign attacks against me, smear campaign, she means just telling people what you said. Just showing them your own words. It's a smear campaign. The truth to these people is a smear campaign. Nearly 60,000 American First Patriots from all 50 states have reached out with messages of support, and I poured over 1.6 million in small donations to my campaign account. So this is what this country is, folks. No matter how disgusting you are, you're rewarded for it. But only on the conservative side. You can't get away with this on the Democratic side, so it's like it's a different set of rules. They love fucking trash on conservative sides. They get off on it because look, the cruelty is the point. Like, they're such pieces of shit. Anybody who's a piece of shit like them makes them feel good about them being pieces of shit, so they have to support you. Another example of this, Lauren Boebert, who is also a representative in this country. America is depending on all of us today. Here she is in the capital treason, trying to instigate violence against her fellow co-workers. Because why not? This is something I don't take lightly. I will fight with everything I have to ensure the fairness of elections. She means to overturn the will of the people and install a dictator. Today is 1776. Yeah, it's a revolution where we're going to murder you all. Get ready, y'all. Remember, these next 48 hours, these are some of the most important days in history. And then here she is tweeting out the speaker's location. The speaker has been removed from the chamber. Yeah, all you people who are committing treason and insurrection and trying to intimidate, scare, possibly kidnap and kill members of Congress in order to overturn our election. Here's where she ain't. Why wouldn't she tweet that out? So, yeah. And keep in mind, folks, Colin Kaepernick. How do you pronounce his name? Kaepernick. I can never pronounce this guy's name. He needs to pick a better name. Colin K took a knee in a football game to protest police brutality. He lost his job and faced harsh backlash, but Marjorie Taylor Greene suggested the killing of her political foes and harass survivors of shooting massacres, and she gets to help pass laws and also makes $1.6 million to boot. Because that's what this country is all about, folks. Trash is shit. Trash is shit. And of course, Meghan McCain got to get out there and spread her diarrhea message out to the people on The View. Here she is. Isn't it our fault? Aren't we the problem here? It's not these crazy people in our government literally calling for violence and helping instigate it. Nah, it's the liberals, right?
I do think the more that the mainstream media continues to come out and say that all Republicans are birthers and crazy people.
Who said that? We point out the specific people that do it. And yes, we point out that you keep electing these people and voting for them, putting them in office, which is absolutely on you, motherfuckers. But you're straw manning right now to try to blame somebody else for the problems of your own side, because that's what you have to do. You have to distract.
And we believe in space lasers, then the more it makes traditional Republicans, and there's still a lot of them in the country, go back into their corners. And this is becoming very tribal. And I would argue that this is how we got Trump in the first place, is that there's just no nuance in it. I know.
Yeah, folks, it's your fault for pointing out conservatives' bullshit. It's your fault for pointing out how dangerous they are. You're the one causing this problem. Not the people like Marjorie who are doing this, right? She's not the problem here, folks. It's that you're calling it out and pointing attention to it. That's the problem. These are the people that want you to be fucking civil towards them. Don't you want unity with these people? Don't you want to unify with them? Fuck no, I don't. Absolutely not. And here's Marjorie's favorite new rapper. One of my faves in my training playlist. He's got other good songs too. So this is Tom Macdonald, a cringe rapper. Tom Macdonald. He's basically an anti-SJW rapper. Like, that still exists for some reason. It's 2021, yet these people are stuck in 2016. It's the apex of human history to them. They can never move on past it because this is like Make America Great Again. This is the time where America was the greatest in 2016, where the anti-SJWs ran wild and they were the most popular thing out there. So this guy can't move on. So he has the #1 song right now on Spotify. Because why not? It's 2021. Why wouldn't we be stuck in the past? So I thought we'd take a look at his song. This is Tom Macdonald, by the way. Cringe rapper, Tom Macdonald. He always got to play the victim. Oh my God. Everybody's so against me. I'm just telling the truth, yo. It's just so cringe. And he's got all these tattoos. He's trying so hard to be edgy and badass. Tom Macdonald. So I thought we'd take a look at some of the lyrics to his #1 hit song that all the conservatives are going crazy over now, called Fake Woke, and it's amazing. So I think it's crazy I'm the one who labeled as controversial. You're the one who they labeled as controversial. Lots of rappers are controversial. And Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-olds. Cardi B is also controversial. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboards, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. Really? Who the fuck is threatening to kill you for mentioning? What are you even talking about? It's backwards. It's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Yeah, that's probably the fault of the former president who lost more jobs than he gained. The only president in modern history to do that, right? Probably has something to do with him. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom. And now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. Yeah, he grew up. He used to be more edgy and cringy, and he realized the error of his ways and tried to improve upon himself as he aged, which is good. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it because you have the right to say it and not get strung up in public. Weren't you just complaining that they were threatening to kill you for what you're saying? Now you're saying you can say whatever you want to without getting strung up. You don't seem very consistent to me. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. You literally get paid millions of dollars to say whatever you want to at all times. Literally no one is shutting you up. You whiny little piss baby. God damn it, always got to fucking play the victim. Cancel culture. Oh my God, cancel culture. Cancel culture runs the world now. Oh, doesn't it? Isn't he so canceled? The #1 song on Spotify. Isn't he canceled like the fucking back? The planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. Just the things that are homophobic and racist. If you're white, then you're privileged. Guilt by association. That's nothing to do with guilt by association. That's to do with a white supremacist society that has been created over hundreds of years on the backs of minorities that still exist today. Loser. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. Not my childhood heroes. I know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe your childhood heroes suck. Maybe that's why you're such a pathetic piece of shit. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to pick teams, they use the media to feed the flames. I mean, he's basically calling out social justice. You know, yeah, there's still racial problems we got to call out. I know you don't like it. Because you're afraid that white folks are going to be treated the same way we treated minorities for hundreds of years. But they so fake woke, facts don't care about feelings, so it's some Ben Shapiro shit. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke, same old safe zones. They so fake woke, facts don't care about your feelings. Genius lyrics here. No wonder it's the #1 song among conservatives. I think it's crazy how these people scream facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor because he wears a mask or he stays home. I mean, yeah, if you're not going to wear a mask, let's stay your ass at home, dipshit. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist says he slays hoes. Picks up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue because they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I can read that one. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name. I'm sure you do. When the system's screwing everyone exactly the same, is it? Is the system screwing white folks exactly the same as it does minorities? That's white privilege thinking that. That's 100% white privilege. When you don't even know that still in this country, black folks on average inherit 10 times less wealth. Right off the bat, the #1 thing that dictates your success in life is how much money you start off with. 10 times less right off the bat because of hundreds of years of systemic racism and oppression. But yeah, it's all the same, isn't it? You rich white motherfucker. Anyway, he goes on to say that cops should be funded more. Cops don't have enough money. Yeah, gotta disagree with that one, dog. They're really, really, really fucking overfunded. Amazingly so. Billions and billions and billions of dollars on these fat, lazy fucks who are just leeching off of us like parasites. So anyway, shitty song from a shitty rapper. What you gonna expect? I feel like Ben Shapiro reading that all of a sudden. Like I'm reading WAP. Wet ass pussy. So let's just skip over that. And next up, speaking of dumbass conservative motherfuckers, it's really hard to get dumber than Dave Rubin. Listen to him downplay the white supremacy on the right and blame the left for white supremacy. Because, you know, folks, all the white supremacists around here, aren't we really lefties? Isn't that the way it is in reality?
Now, is there some far right, which really is far left because it's collectivist, is there some white nationalist problem on the right? Well, yes, it's a tiny little thing that has no institutional power. I don't think Trump is part of it. I don't think Tucker Carlson is part of it.
Then why are all the white supremacists voting for Trump? Why do they all love Trump? If somebody lives in the South, lives around racist, tons of fucking racists, I can 100% guarantee you every single one of them is a Republican. Every single one of them votes conservative. So you cannot fucking blame the left for this. I know you want to. I know you're trying to pass the buck because you're like, secretly you're ashamed to be on the right because you know it's shitty. You know you're a bunch of fucking assholes. You know it's fucking, maybe not everybody on the right is a racist, but just about every fucking racist is on the right. That's just the way it is. I know you want to pass the buck and not own up to that because you can't take fucking responsibility for anything, but nobody fucking buys it, you stupid fucking dipshit. Sell that shit somewhere else.
Part of it, and because it's collectivist, it's actually left, not right. But that's a whole separate issue. If you were really far right, that would mean that you're just the ultimate individualist, meaning you don't want government. So that's like you want to live in Mad Max or something, which I think is kind of fun to talk about, but I don't think is that real.
Stupid.
Now
just such a dumb guy. But yeah, $5 million house. So that's what conservatives reward. Tom Macdonald, Dave Rubin, Marjorie Taylor. It's all shit all the goddamn time. And speaking of which, did you guys hear about this one? So apparently, Kellyanne Conway, former mouthpiece to Donald Trump, she tweeted out a naked picture of her 15-year-old daughter, which seems bad, I guess. And so here's her daughter talking about it and not being incredibly happy about the situation.
Apparently, that's real, and so here's what I guess happened. The pictures were months ago, and I'm assuming that when my mom took my phone, anytime she's taken it, because she takes it all the time, she took a picture of that, so that was on her phone. And I guess she accidentally posted it, or somebody hacked her, but nobody would ever have any photo like that, ever. So Kellyanne, you're going to fucking jail.
Yeah, you going to fucking jail, Kellyanne. You posted some child porn and they gonna take your ass to jail. So then I guess her mom came in and explained to her, hey, do you know that I'm the one that pays for everything? And if you blackball me and all the industries and people think I'm a pedophile, I won't be able to make any money whatsoever. And that's going to affect you pretty harshly. And so then she changed her tune and she was like, everybody stop shitting on my mom like I was doing because I forgive her, and it's no biggie, y'all.
Media. So yesterday, when I was made aware of the situation, I was distraught and very, very upset, and I acted irrationally and impulsively, and it is something that I do regret. I know that my mom would never, ever post anything to hurt me like that intentionally, and I do believe she was hacked. On another note, I want to apologize for making all of this public, and the best option right now and the best path right now for the both of us is to get off of social media and work on our relationship. Before you guys say this is forced, this isn't forced. This isn't forced, and we all do things and say things that we don't mean in the heat of the moment and out of frustration and fear and anxiety, and I'm sorry, it was not mature of me, and we are going to work on our relationship offline. Yesterday, when I was made aware of the situation, I was distraught.
Anyways, I looked it up, and apparently nothing has happened to Kellyanne. I guess this is pretty much going to go away and whatnot. So, nothing to see here, folks. Let's all move along. And in the thoughts and prayers section of the show, why did you roll down like that? I didn't roll you down, motherfucker. Yeah, there we go. COVID-19 conspiracy theorist 46. Hey, I'm 46. I'll be 46 next month. Dies with coronavirus after refusing to wear masks or follow social distancing rules as heartbroken family pays tribute to brilliant artists. So yeah, COVID-19 conspiracy theorist who refused to wear a face mask died a day after testing positive for the virus. Gary Matthews, 46, had been ill for around a week before testing positive for coronavirus. On January 12th, he died alone in his flat in Shrewsbury, Shropshire. God damn it, you guys got some names over there. The next evening, according to The Guardian, Mr. Matthews, who exercised regularly, is understood to have told a local conspiracy theorist that he suffered from asthma, though his family said they were not aware of his condition and suggested he may have kept an inhaler on him to exempt him from wearing a mask. So, yeah, he did. He did. So even if you're like relatively young and in shape, you can still die from this. Wear your mask, morons! Good goddamn, y'all. And next up on the Chud Watch, it seems like the different news agencies are covering stories slightly different. Let's see if you can notice the difference. Here's CNN. Biden signs executive orders to expand healthcare access, which seems good. Yeah, we need more healthcare. Signing executive orders, expanding healthcare access. Thumbs up. And Fox News says Biden signs orders on far left health priorities. Yeah, you fucking far left motherfuckers who don't want to die or go bankrupt for lack of healthcare. Socialism. Totally the same, aren't they, folks? And next up, QAnon conspiracy theorist Liz Crokin. She knows what's up, folks. You people better stop doubting Q, or you're going to be sorry. She says, we all took a punch in the gut the day Joe Biden was sworn in as president. The majority of us did not expect this being part of the plan. Now that the dust has settled, we're all seeing a ton of evidence pouring out suggesting that things do not add up with the Biden presidency and that, yes, it's fake. On top of that, Biden has done more damage to this country in 72 hours than any president in history. So much so that many of his supporters are now outraged and publicly calling him out, from people in the fracking industry who are now losing their jobs to those who can't afford EpiPens with his freezing of lower drug prices, which happened under Trump. Biden voters are getting a reality check of what a true Biden China presidency takeover looks like. As all this chaos ensues, the military is still in D.C. and will remain there for weeks. If you still believe they are there for Biden's inauguration security, you're a sheep. I still trust the plan. And Q, yes, the deep state is using Biden's inauguration as ammo to attack the Q movement. But so what? Seriously, who cares? I've been consistently and relentlessly attacked since 2016 for exposing Pizzagate. You've been consistently exposed for telling lies and spreading bullshit. I lost my career, reputation, almost everything. But did I crawl into a corner and cry to my mom? No. You got 30,000 views for this. You're making a living off Q conspiracies now. So much for you being canceled. No, I kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and then went on to be part of a documentary that woke up literally over 100 million people across the globe. Thank you, Mike Smith. If I would have given up when things got rough, there may not even been an Out of the Shadows and millions of you still be asleep. Yeah, you basically just lied to everybody. You didn't wake nobody up. So just stop. If you're bailing out now, you're weak. Q said the end won't be everyone. I trust the plan, but more importantly, I trust God. And he did not take us this far to abandon us. Now, our faith is truly being tested. The best advice I can give you is to turn off the news and talk to God. Yeah, just ignore reality and talk to your imaginary friend. That'll fix everything. I truly believe he's about to give us our Red Sea miracle. And it will be a shame for you to be on the wrong side when it happens. That's right, folks. I know it all looks like bullshit. I know everything we've said hasn't come true, but you better still believe, or else you might get punished by God when he comes back and murders everybody. You don't even murder by God, do you? And speaking of other pieces of shit that are on the right, get rewarded continuously, Jack Posobiec, he is a very popular right-wing influencer. And according to the SBL Center, Jack Posobiec is central in spreading a Russian intelligence-led piece of propaganda. So yeah, the DOJ recently charged 6 Russian officials with crimes related to hacking Emmanuel Macron's emails in 2017. Jack Posobiec served as a central figure in delivering their hacked material to Twitter, hoping to disrupt France's elections. Shocker! And this dovetails into the next thing. He's now just out there full-on, mask off, spreading anti-Semitism. Blaming Jews for anti-Semitism is what he's doing now. Oh, this is James Lindsay. This is a totally different person. Pretend I didn't say it. This is another. I got confused. I get these two guys confused. This is another piece of shit right-wing influencer, James Lindsay. He says, anti-Semitism is on the rise again. Truly. Wokeness contains left-wing anti-Semitism. Normal right-wing anti-Semitism is flared up because of conditions and identity politics. Extra right-wing anti-Semitism is arising because lots of progressive Jews are nonsensically woke. That's right, folks. The right wing is being anti-Semitic because of you Jews. Why are you making them beat you? That's basically what abusers say to their victims. Why did you make me beat you? I love you. I want to be good, but you made me slap you around. Jews do not cause anti-Semitism. Okay, fine, they don't. But the dynamic above is still happening. Yeah, blaming Jews for anti-Semitism. Definitely not a Nazi in any way. And, all right, there's more to this. Next part. So then Lauren Chen, genius Lauren Chen, jumps in to agree. James, the behavior of individuals is increasingly seen as a representative of their entire racial religious group. The right hates wokeism, and because many Jews are woke, some right-wingers are developing anti-Semitic beliefs. And James says, this is it. That's right, Jews. It's your fault. You're causing all these Nazis, Jews. Stop being woke and wanting social justice and equality for people, and maybe we won't have to hate you. Just saying. And then one of his fans goes on to say, if you break white people into more specific ethnicities, the most powerful subgroup that owns most banking, media, and digital companies have thousands of groups to defend them, talking about the Jews. It's the Jews. And use them to turn society against other white people. The Jews are turning people against white people. We're blaming all white people for what the evil Jews are doing. It's beyond wicked and hypocritical. To which James says, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. You got it. You know what you're talking about. Fucking Jews are going to bring down the white folks. Who you calling anti-Semitic Nazi motherfucker? And same guy. Imagine being this fucking obsessed with pronouns that you're a grown-ass man who spends all your fucking time on Twitter tweeting about it. Pronouns over the target. The pain is called cognitive dissonance. Dr. Pronouns, the guy with pronouns in his bio. Hey, Sean, you forgot your pronouns. LOL bio has pronouns. Over and over and over again. The guy's literally fucking obsessed with pronouns. These fucking pathetic snowflakes. It's just words in your bio, dude. Imagine this fucking trigger over what somebody has in their goddamn bio. But of course, this is the excuse they have to use to let them justify ignoring everything you say. I don't have to listen to your criticism. You got pronouns in your bio. I can just ignore you. Yeah, it's a great piece of, it's almost like a virus protection. It helps keep their, the virus that is destroying their mind from being corrected, because you can just pick whatever you want to ignore what somebody else is saying and disregard their criticism. And, folks, if you don't think the Boogaloo movement was based on racism, you don't know the history of Boogaloo. Now, here, I want to say this first off, folks. I doubt very seriously the vast majority of people who call themselves Boogaloos actually know how it started. But for some reason, last week, I spent about 10 hours researching the fuck out of the history of the Boogaloos and where it came from, all the memes. Boogaloo basically just a meme. Not just a meme, it's a series of memes. It's a collection of memes shared by people who are obsessed with Civil War. Either they'll say, we're just warning about it. But if you look at the memes, it's making a joke about it, but also making a joke about it that makes it look cool and probable, and also glorifying it and romanticizing it. That's all the Boogaloo meme was about. But its origins absolutely start with racism. And I actually did a lot of research on this, like I said. And looked up the first ever Facebook group to tie Boogaloo to Civil War II, which is what the Boogaloo meme is. That's what was popularized, is because they're popularizing the idea of a second Civil War. And it's absolutely 100% racism. They have all kinds of racist memes on here. One thing I learned is I never heard of this before, but they're posting memes like this. Franklin slots floppies. And this is an old racist, I guess I want to call it a meme, but it's like a racist term for black people. Back over in one of the wars in Africa, which one was it? Was the Rhodesia, during the Rhodesian War, where they had apartheid, where it was white minorities ran the government, and basically black people were second-class citizens, and of course the black people were like, yeah, fuck this, and they rose up and they tried to fight back against the white minority who was rolling over them. They had all these white soldiers in there, and one of the words they used for black people they were killing, instead of calling them N-words, they called them floppies. And instead of saying murdering them, they said they were slotting them. So slotting floppies was an old racist term meaning killing N-words. And these are the kind of memes that were shared on the very first Boogaloo ever page. There was a bunch of them. I'm not going to go into all of them. That's just one of them I thought I'd share with you guys because I never heard of that before. I had to research all that shit. I spent a great deal of my time just Googling shit, researching it, reading Wikipedia page. I read all about the Rhodesian War, which is kind of an interesting subject. And Dylan Roof had this on his, the Rhodesian flag on his jacket patch, because this is like a white supremacist thing where the white Rhodesian soldiers who were killing the black people that were trying to stand up and fight against apartheid, they were romanticized and seen as heroes, and that's why white supremacists love them a lot. And so anyway, history of the Boogaloo is pretty interesting if you guys ever want to research that bullshit. And Tim Pool loves it though, folks. Tim Pool loves what Jimmy Dore's doing out there. And I agree with a damn Simpson. Best way to find out Jimmy Dore did not in fact nail it is when Tim Pool says Jimmy Dore nails it. Hey Jimmy, might want to think about what you're doing out there. Like when you have Tim Pool agreeing with you, if that's not a fucking sign, you're fucking up big time. I don't know what is, dude. Might want to do some self-reflection and think about the path you're on. Just my opinion. And all right, we're going to take a short break here. Continue on with the Chud Watch in just a second and read some super chats, because I know it's been a bit. Let's move this over here to the side so I can read what you guys are saying. In the other chat, lots of shit going on in the chat. It's going by so fucking fast. All right, let's read the super chats. Super chat, chat. Jersey Atheist said, I had asthma since I was a kid and wear a mask at work to do 12-hour shifts. It's not an excuse. I know I was wearing my mask today. And I was thinking at first, like when I first had to wear the mask, I was thinking, man, this thing's kind of annoying, you know, a little bit. And my breath smells bad. I bet this is a completely separate thought, but I should have invested in breath mints. I bet fucking the breath mint stock have gone through the roof. So people wearing their masks and they're smelling their own breath. They're like, God damn, I need breath mints. Just saying. But anyway, and then I was working today. I was thinking, man, this is nothing. I've gotten used to it. It's really easy. It's nothing to it. So yeah, they're just whining bitches. Thank you, Jersey. And Sophia Christabotha. Oh, I forgot to retweet your show. Sophia Christina Botha's doing a new podcast. I'm sorry I forgot to redo that. I was meant to do that, Sophia. Good to see you tonight. I hope PhilosophyTube is in the heroes section. You know it. You already know me, Christina. Definitely going to be in there. And Q4S for the Fuzzies. Please consider filming one to highlight every week on the show. Let us see them outside of all the bright lights that they hate. Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. I meant to bring the dogs in here for this show, but then we got behind and I didn't get a chance to do that. So we're gonna start highlighting the dogs more. I need to start doing that for the patrons only. So you guys want to see that shit? Become a patron. Lorraine Sims, give me $20. Very generous. I would take your message seriously, but you didn't leave one. But you're amazing. Very generous. Thank you, Lorraine. And B Station can't wait till Eminem delivers Kill Shot 2.0 to Tom. Laughing my ass off. That would be hilarious. He'll probably just ignore him, though, because he's not really worth it. Christina, Sophia Christina Botha, I've not got a space laser, so all better behave. I know, right? The Jews gonna get you. And Joe LaFaro, another $20. Very generous. I am tired of this. Off my computer. Get off. Get off. Get off my computer. Get off. Can somebody help me out here? All right. Sorry. Cat was on my computer. I was afraid they were going to turn it off. God damn it. Always exciting when you have 10 cats running around. Anyway, Joe LaFaro, I am tired of this. B-Hatch. I guess you're talking about Marjorie. Yes, I am also tired of her B-Hatch, B-Snatch. So thank you, Joe. Very generous. And Peter, $5 Canadian. Marjorie Taylor Greene is what happens when someone visits Zebus Farm. They lean over to pick up a quarter and get kicked in the head by a horse. But, I mean, she's rewarded for it, so I don't even know how much of it's real. Maybe she's figured out that if you act like a giant piece of shit that spreads conspiracy theories, you can literally become a member of the House. You can literally become a representative of the United States government. Crazy. I want a husky corgi mix. They're called Huggies. And they look exactly like you're picturing in your dome. That sounds cute as shit. Have to take a picture and send me one. Hung like Jesus. Dusty, I support over a patron, and I've sent a few people over there as well. I appreciate it. You're one of the heroes, Hung. Good to see you tonight. And I read that one already. All right. Any more pop up? There we go. 999 Jenny Roo. What's up, Jenny? Dusty, I turned the big 50 this week, and congratulations. I need to get a walker. No, you don't. You're fine. 50 is the new 100, basically. With all the... like, we have better nutrition now and better health care and don't have to work in the fields like we used to. So you'll live to be 1,000. I need to get a walker. Mr. Magoo eyeglasses and hearing horn. I know, right? Huh? What'd you say? Treat the furry beast, I guess you meant. For me, give them extra special treat to them for my birthday. I will. We're going to celebrate Jenny Rue. Appreciate it. All right, more super chats, please, if you want to, if you're able. More Chud Watch coming at you. And God damn it, Newsmax. Hard to believe there's a news agency out there, and I use news very lightly, that makes Fox News look sane. Holy goddamn shit.
In my opinion, Democrats' dangerous rhetoric, their vacuous charges, and feigned fear are pushing America toward a civil war. The question remains, why?
What? How the fuck are we pushing people to civil war? The right is continuously talking about starting a civil war. They're lusting after it. There's literally Boogaloo groups that are fucking romanticizing it every 10 seconds. It's like, hey, you're pointing out the bad shit we're doing. You better stop. You're going to cause a civil war. Hey, stop pointing out all the evil we're doing. We might have to murder you. You're the bad guys here. It's just beyond parody.
Many on the Republican side have noted on many occasions that Democrats have disarmed their voters through irrational fears of firearms.
Like literally nobody has disarmed left-wing voters. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I hope you people on the right don't think the left don't have guns, because newsflash, we got guns, dude. This is America. We got fucking tons of guns all over the place. Read Marx, man. If you think the left don't love guns, you should read your fucking Marx, man. He specifically told you, don't get disarmed. We need the guns.
Those same Republicans rationalized they would be foolhardy for Democrats to pick a civil war fight that they would assuredly lose.
They're threatening us, basically. Don't call it our bullshit. It'll cause a civil war, and your guys are going to lose. I mean, that's some crazy-ass shit, yo.
But the Democrats wouldn't be alone. Now, can you folks think of a nation on the planet Earth that would benefit from, be elated by, or pushing for an American civil war?
Russia?
That's right. Joe Biden's buddies. China. If America is pushed into a civil war by the Democrats, that will benefit the world's most inhuman, racist slave state, China. The policy course charted by socialist Democrats is counter to American freedom, liberty, and prosperity. Their rhetoric may threaten our very existence, the republic itself. Someone should wake up Mitt Romney, Pat Toomey, and Ben Sass.
Oh, yeah, it's our rhetoric, folks. It's not the people that are storming the goddamn Capitol building and trying to overthrow the government. Nah, it's us calling them out for it. That's the real problem. And next up, My Pillow God. This dude keeps getting crazier. I don't know how the fuck you get crazier than fucking the Paul Burr impersonator here, but somehow he taking that shit to a whole nother level.
Down all the way. I just couldn't do anything, and they were running my Twitter like they were me.
So now he's claiming that Twitter was running his Twitter account, pretending they were him. Holy shit. I'll take things that never fucking happened for 1,000, Alex. Nobody was running your fucking Twitter account, you lying fuck. Good goddamn y'all.
My friends are going, you're not tweeting very much. And when you do, I said, I'm not doing that. So I tried to take it down, and I got a thing from Germany saying, these are Twitter rules and you cannot do this, take anything down. So they ran my Twitter for about 14 days, 15 days. Then yesterday, they put it back up so I could run it. And I made one tweet, and the tweet was a good letter written by one of my employees because I'm getting attacked about my integrity and stuff. And they took it down 5 minutes later. And then a week ago, they did a Dominion, went on TV and said they were going to go after Mike Lindell. Well, they did. They hired hit groups and bots and trolls. Went after all my...
No, they did. They're going to sue you for that too, dude. Shut the fuck up. They go own your pillow ass. What's wrong with you, man?
Vendors, all these box stores to cancel me out. This cancer culture. Fake stories coming out to attack my Lindell Recovery Network, which helps addicts across the country. It's just a shame, Tucker, if they can do it to me, believe me, they can do it to anyone out there. But I'm not backing down. We cannot.
Yeah, not everybody out there is spreading conspiracy theories and lies and trying to overthrow our government, dummy. And, here's a good clip from The Daily Show showing the hypocrisy of Fox News, like you need more goddamn evidence. But Fox News continuously complaining about the left fawning over Joe Biden, which we ain't. I give him credit when he does good shit, and I'll shit on him when he does bad shit. But Starting to think you guys aren't very consistent in your criticism here.
The national left-wing media has undergone a fundamental transformation. They are gushing over President Biden. You are, if I may say, everything is advertised as you ran for president. You're also one of the most loved and respected.
I would say that also.
In history.
Well, get ready. It's going to be 4 years of nauseating, gauzy coverage. The watchdogs, well, they're just lapdogs. Are you having fun in this job?
I am.
Is it?
I love it.
Look at the economy.
Take a look.
Are you getting the credit for this economic revival?
They continue to fawn over this guy like he's Jesus Christ.
The media, pretty vicious, not just to you, but to your family. How do you process that?
The answer to the question is mainstream media loves him.
Right over there is your hotel.
Yeah, that's right. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful?
It's a beautiful hotel.
Real change in tune with a new leader in the White House. The pundits were not hiding their excitement.
When you were with the president of China, you're launching these military strikes. Right there, you're saying, a reminder, here's who the superpower in the world is. When did you tell him?
But I'll tell you.
Before dessert?
I will tell you.
Gushing, just smiling, batting their eyes. It's so shameless.
Because you've treated me so good for so long, I have to tell you, right?
He's used to the media asking him easy questions.
We want to get to Kanye West. He tweeted that he loves you, that you're his brother, and
he's got good taste.
The left goes ballistic. What's your reaction?
Yeah.
The tingling sensation up and down the media mob's legs, well, they are throbbing like never before.
Promises made, promises kept. Mr. President, thank you.
Will he keep Donald Trump's Air Force One color scheme change?
Those were just some of the hard-hitting questions the press threw at Jen Psaki this week, in a preview of what we should expect from the mainstream media over the next 4 years.
Given your ability, your successes, all of the things that you can talk about for 2 hours here.
Yeah.
How are we going to get that across to the American people?
Wow, double standard much?
Wow. No double standard here, folks. 100% consistent all the time. Fox News. And they're the sane ones. That's the crazy part. That's the fucking bananas world we live in right now. They're totally sane compared to like OAN and Newsmax. And next up on the Chad Watch. Oh, yeah. Tito Ortiz. Melon asshead Tito Ortiz, who's somehow the pro tem mayor of Huntington Beach. God damn it, Huntington Beach. So, yeah, fact, folks. According to Tito Ortiz, fact. Indisputable photographic evidence that Antifa violently broke into Congress today to inflict harm, to do damage. Not real Donald Trump supporters. We know that, folks. None of them were Donald Trump supporters, were they? It was all Antifa. Don't be fooled. Trump supporters are peaceful. So peaceful. If it was Antifa that created the violence in our cities over the past several months, says genius Tito Ortiz, who gets punched in the head for a living. And then somebody tweeted at him, can you confirm for your constituents if you were part of the terrorist group who stormed the Capitol? Those were paid actors. I thought it was Antifa. Now it's paid actors. And then he's like, hey, Tito, wow, so those 5 people who died, was that fake news too? Tell that to their families. And Tito's like, it was all a setup. My condolences to the family involved, but watch all the videos. I did. I played them. It was Trump supporters. You will see the truth. We did see the truth. The police let them in. I mean, there are some footage where the police let them in certain areas and they fought them like hell. They crushed them. They had shield walls. They killed one of them, right? Then 3 police quit a few days later. Yep. Anyway, Melonhead Tito Ortiz, it looks like he might get voted out as pro tem mayor, which should have happened immediately. Like, what the fuck? Huntington Beach City Council to consider removal of Tito Ortiz as pro tem mayor. The dude can't even show up to fucking the council meetings because he refuses to wear a mask. Can't even do his job, so obviously get punchy out of there as soon as fucking possible, you goddamn morons. Huntington Beach, and did you guys hear about this one? The Proud Boys leader was a prolific FBI informant. Gotta love this shit. So this is how desperate the Proud Boys were. They were getting called racist everywhere because they are racist. They're a white supremacist group, and they didn't want people to think they're a white supremacist group. So they were like, hey, if we put this ethnic guy, this minority, as our leader, then people can't call us racist anymore. Checkmate, loophole, we'll get around that shit. And he was a fucking FBI informant. He'd been ratting you guys' ass out to everybody. Love to see it. There's some karma for you motherfuckers. Enjoy prison, dipshits. And that's my Chud Watch section for right now. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a hour-long Chud Watch section almost, wasn't it? Cool, cool, cool. And you fucking losers. Yep, agree with that. Blue Lives Matter. Nope. Now when they come arrest your asses, they won't. Maybe they could knock that Chuck Liddell to spank Tito. Just any fighter that's not like over the hill could beat Tito Ortiz up. Any modern fighter anyway. He's kind of an old school fighter. All his techniques wouldn't work in the modern era. Like these days, all they'll do is they like kick you in your calf muscle. That's like the new thing now in MMA. They just come out there and they kick each other in the calf muscle, and then whoever kicks the other guy better in their calf muscle wins. Pretty much every fucking fight is like that now. Did you guys watch the Connor fight? He got his leg fucked up. Anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and do another section real quick before we read more super chats. So, next up, folks, did you know that we can be heroes for just one day? And shocking to no one who's watched this show, first off on our heroes section, Abigail Thorne. So PhilosophyTube, you guys know PhilosophyTube. Now PhilosophyTube, like, it's content. It's not for me per se. Like, I'm not the target audience for it, but I can recognize that she does really good and has done really good content for a long time that appeals to a lot of people. Even though it's like not really my thing, it's good stuff, good left-wing content. And so she came out as trans, which is not really that surprising to me. I don't know why it's not surprising to me. It's just not. But I have to admit, it's incredibly brave, especially like when you already are well-known. You're a well-known public figure and sort of a sex symbol, both for like men and women, as PhilosophyTube was. And it's got to be like scary as shit to make this kind of public change and put yourself out there. And, I think she's very brave for doing so. And I think having more trans content creators in the public eye is great, And so she came out as trans. And but to me, the most interesting part of this whole thing was I went out to try to find people that were shitting on her for this. And it was hard to find, folks. There were a couple people shitting on her like this one. Yeah, okay, I saw that coming. I was really hoping I was wrong, honestly. Your virility was part of what made your show and persona a bit different from Natalie's. And Mia's, I don't know what virility would change because she's trans. I have no idea. But congratulations, your transformation of English ContraPoints is complete. And then there was like one more that said, you're a he, just the stupid shit you would expect from people who literally have pieces of shit as their icon. You're here. So anyway, but the amazing thing is like I went to the explore section of Twitter and typed in her name and read through thousands and thousands and thousands of comments. And nearly every single one of them was positive and supportive, which is a huge change. This thread she put out announcing that she's now a trans woman, 270,000 likes, folks. And I think this is actually worth noticing how much things have changed in the last 5 years. Can you imagine if she came out like in 2016 during the anti-SJW craze? How much shit she would have gotten? How much, oh, you're a transgender, or whatever the fucking shit they were saying back then. And now 5 years later, we made such a huge improvement. So it's actually worth celebrating on a lot of different levels, in my opinion. Obviously, trans people still have a long way to go for public acceptance, but they've made incredible strides so far, and it's worth celebrating. So, trans rights! I'm proud to have done my little part of it, and I'm proud of all of you for helping out with that. And, and of course, I had to put this in the hero section just because we're talking about Abigail Thorne now. But of course, dipshit Peter Coffin, got to make it all about him because why not? All about them. I'm sorry. Peter Coffin is non-binary and I used the wrong pronouns. My bad. All about them. Peter Coffin says, when I came out as non-binary, A magazine wrote an article about how I am a man taking feminism from women. Just saying, yeah, gotta make it all about me right now. Shut the fuck up, Peter Coffin. It ain't about you. Poor timing. Read the room, Peter. And I just want to say, everybody hating on Peter these days, but I'm a fucking, what is the word I'm looking for? Hipster. A Peter Coffin hipster. I was making fun of them before all of you motherfuckers were. So I was on this train. I was in the fucking front of the train driving that bullshit. And next up on the hero section. Now look, folks, I don't know if this person's a hero or not. This person could be an incredibly horrible human being, a criminal. And I don't know how old this video is. It's new to me. But I got to call him a hero for the Herculean effort being made right here, folks. So I guess I'll just go. Let me turn this down a little bit and play it. So it appears that two Keebler elves, who are cops, are attacking a giant and trying to arrest this giant. I need to turn that down before I get copyrighted. And the giant ain't going without a fight, folks. This looks like a Master Chief from Halo or something. Like the 7-foot tall monster. You ain't gonna arrest me, Keebler elves. So they trying, folks. They got him by the legs. They pulling on him. He's like, hell no. I ain't going without a fight. They pulling and tugging. He holding on for dear life. Both of them got him. Both the Keebler elves. They're like, you gotta come back to our tree, make some fucking cookies with us. He's like, hell no, I don't even like cookies. He trying to get away. He pulling. And I gotta give the Keebler elves like credit. They trying hard, folks. They got his pants. They try to pull him every which way, but he ain't giving up without a fight. He like, hell no. He getting back on his four-wheeler, and he's like, oh, throw your leg over. Gotta throw your leg over, dude. Gotta mount. Get the mount on your four-wheeler. There you go. Mount the four-wheeler. There you go. You're so close. And fuck yeah, he got away. Hell yeah, got away from the Keebler elves. Let us see it. Don't know what he did, but salute to you, sir, in your battle with the elves. You giant motherfucker. Hero shit. And next up on the hero section. Cats. Oh, did you guys see this one? Laying a smackdown. So this is a Nina Turner handling her business. She ain't letting you get away with your white privilege bullshit, Karen. Take this.
Next year, 1919, it'll be 400 years since the first Africans were brought to this continent as slaves. So it's not a pitch, it's a reality in this country. And the fact that you're taking such a cavalier attitude about the suffering of black and brown people in this country is appalling.
No, it's not.
It's absolutely appalling. Are you trying to say that this country does not specialize in racism and bigotry?
I am saying that racism exists. I am saying that the United States of America.
But you have the luxury. You have the luxury to be cavalier about it. But people, my folks, don't have the luxury
I think
of being cavalier about it.
Listen, I think the fact that you...
No, you don't understand my point, because you never lived a day in my shoes or the shoes of my ancestors. This is not a political pitch, this is reality.
Ooh, slap the taste out of her mouth. Bad life decisions. Don't go up against Nina on no CNN. White lady. Sucks to be you. And that's my hero section for tonight, folks. Let me stop and read some super chats and continue on with the show real fast. And Justin Ship, $5 says, if Biden runs in 2024, I'd like to see another Democratic primary and not just hand him the nomination. Money for kiddies. Hell yeah, who you want to run against him? Is AOC going to be old enough yet? Maybe get AOC in there. Wouldn't hate to see that. And Danny Nernick put a link. This is the kind of pupper. All right, let's see if I can load that shit up. Google it. Boom! Oh, yeah. You like a little wiener dog type thing. He cute as shit. Little wiener husky. Yeah, it is cute. And kind of small, so more manageable. Hope you get it. And thank you for that, $19.99. Danny Nerdnick. Appreciate that. Same coloration. I bet they're so sweet and derpy. I just love them. Sorry. The new Puffco Peak Pro showed up today. I don't know what a Puffco Peak Pro is, but... cute dog. And Kaylin Martis, thanks for keeping me sane while I do all 3 of my base art classes and painting 2 classes. No problem. Here to help. Good luck on your art. And, okay. And Dad Party, my buddy E, the best dude ever, says, girl E. How you doing? Good to see you tonight, E. on with the show. Next up, we have a little section I call What the Fuck? I didn't load up the graphic. Can't believe I didn't load up the graphic. Dusty, what the fuck? Graphics, hell yeah. All the shiny graphics for you motherfuckers. And sad day, Dustin Diamond, also known as Screech down, no, Screech. Apparently he got the lung cancer and he died very quickly from the lung cancer. Horrible. Please don't smoke out there, folks, because you will die of the lung cancer. Bad way to go very quickly. He announced a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, he had lung cancer and he's already dead from the lung cancer. So anyway, actually thought Screech was a pretty good dude. Dustin Diamond, I should call him by his name instead of Screech. But I thought we'd celebrate his life a little bit by remembering a few of the highlights of his experience on this earth. Remember when he stabbed a motherfucker? Now I can get behind this, folks. I gotta, let me pull that back. Don't stab people. I'm just saying, like me, I carry a knife around me everywhere, and if someone was going to harm me, I would stab them. So I kind of get where he's coming from here, but he did 4 months in jail because he got in a fight at a bar and he stabbed somebody. He said they grabbed his girlfriend by the hair and he was just defending himself. But anyway, he did jail time, so I guess it's not smart to stab people, but he did it. He stabbed somebody, went to jail for 4 months, so that happened. And then remember he put out a sex tape? Yeah, he did that. It was called Saved by the Smell. Ooh, that sounds just like a nasty sex tape. I don't even want to think about how it smells to have sex with Screech. But anyway, apparently he heard that a Kim Kardashian made like $15 million for her sex tape, and he was having money trouble. And he was like, hell yeah, I'm going to fuck some hoes on video and make some money. And I say hoes with all due respect. Sex work is real work. But anyway, apparently he used a stunt cock. It wasn't even his cock, man. He used a stunt cock for his porn video. Said he made a little bit of money off of it, but it wasn't worth it because he took a lot of shit. Apparently people were mad at him for doing the sex tape. And then he wrote a tell-all book, got in trouble with his co-stars on the Saved by the Bell show. You guys watch that? How old are you? You guys remember that? Back in the day? That was the shit. And I kind of feel bad for him because it sounds like he was kind of ostracized by the rest of the cast. He wasn't very well liked by the rest of the cast. And it seemed like, from what I understand, that kind of playing the nerd character had bad psychological implications on his life. He seemed to never live that down and always kind of haunted him his entire life. But anyway, apparently one of the things he revealed in his book was that all the people on the show were fucking each other. That's not surprising. Obviously, you get a bunch of hot young people together on a show. They're banging, so everybody was banging on the show except for him. He wasn't banging anybody. He said like he wasn't involved in it. I guess because he was nerdy, but that was sad. And apparently somebody fucked him on the show and he peed their purse. And oh god, cats everywhere. And he used to take pictures of his dick and he posted them all over the set. No one didn't like you, dude. That's creepy. Don't do that. And he said Mario Lopez assaulted a woman. Apparently there was some kind of police complaint about a couple ladies who accused Mario Lopez of that, but the charges were dropped because they paid one of the ladies $50,000. No, you didn't, AC Slater. Hope that's not true, but I don't know. And what else did he say? Oh yeah, they isolated him, made him feel bad, so that's sad. And he had a drinking problem, a real bad drinking problem, so that's not surprising. Oh yeah, and also the playing a nerd took a toll on his well-being. That was sad to hear. I think that had a major implication on his life. Never kind of lived that down. And he also claimed he slept with 2,000 women. I got to doubt that Screech slept with 2,000. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe Screech is a Wilt Chamberlain motherfucker who slept with 2,000 women. Doubt. That's all I'm saying. I don't think Screech slept with 2,000 women, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. And that's my coverage of Screech. Rest in power, Screech. That sucks. He was only 44 years old. 2 years younger than I am. That's scary as shit. Hope I don't get the lung cancer. And next up on What the Fuck? What the fuck? Who would have thought Marilyn Manson might not be the nicest person on earth? Shocked, I tell you. Shocked. Can't believe it. So anyway, I just want to say right off the bat, I am totally jealous of Marilyn Manson. Absolutely jealous of this motherfucker because he figures some shit out. A dude, little scrawny dude who looks like this, figured out how to do cosplay and pull perfect tens his entire fucking life. And basically, to me, he's like the Undertaker. It's just a gimmick. And it's a silly gimmick. Ooh, Satanism. Freak out the Christians. And it's just like corny to me. You know, Satan's not real. All this Antichrist shit's not, it's just goofy to me. But he fucking pulled that shit off beautifully and got a bunch of beautiful ladies. Anyway, so Evan Rachel Wood, who is the star of a very good show, at least the first season was good, Westworld. So the name of my abuser is Brian Warner, also known to the world as Marilyn Manson. He started grooming me when I was a teenager and horrifically abused me for years. I was brainwashed and manipulated into submission. I'm done living in fear of retaliation, slander, or blackmail. I am here to expose this dangerous man and call out the many industries that have enabled him before he ruins any more lives. I stand with the many victims who will no longer be silent. And then other women came out and were inspired. And Ashley Walter said, I continue to suffer from PTSD and struggle with depression. I stayed in touch with quite a few people who went through their own traumas under his control, as we all struggled as survivors do to get on with our lives. I keep hearing stories disturbingly similar to our own experiences. It became clear the abuse he's caused, he continues to inflict on so many, and I cannot stand by and let this happen to others. Brian Warner needs to be held accountable. And Sarah McNeely says, I've been afraid to bring any spotlight upon myself as to avoid winding up in his crosshairs again. As a result of the way he treated me, I suffer from mental health issues and PTSD that have affected my personal and professional relationships, self-worth, and personal goals. I believe he gets off on ruining people's lives. I stand in support of all that have and will come forward. I want to see Brian held accountable for his evil. And Ashley Lindsay Morgan says, I have night terrors, PTSD, anxiety, and most crippling OCD. I try to watch constantly to get him out or off of me. I'm coming forward so he will finally stop. And Gabriella says, it has taken me 5 years to speak out and say that I was in an abusive relationship. I have been diagnosed with PTSD and still suffer from nightmares. I blocked out a lot of the memories, but the feelings remain and manifest in various ways. The reasons I am finally sharing this traumatic experience is from my healing and because I am done being silent. I don't believe it is fair for someone to not be held accountable for their horrific actions, and I am a victim. I'm not a victim, I am a survivor. So, yeah, seems like Marilyn Manson is a dick. I don't know. Like, I wouldn't dare nothing, but it seems like, and I could have sworn one of them accused him of a rape in here in this article somewhere. Where was that? I'm pretty sure I read that. I'm pretty sure I read the word rape somewhere. I didn't just make that up. But anyway, yeah. Wonder what TJ is going to say about it. Wonder if the Amazing Atheist still going to be a fan. But I gotta say, I'm not real shocked. Like, who would have ever imagined this guy might be a perverted piece of shit dickhole? Don't know. I don't want to judge a book by its cover. Who knows? Maybe that's unfair of me. But what do you guys think about that? Think he's guilty? Rose McGowan. Is that the one that accused him of rape? Oh, Ass Rose. All right. Maybe that's what I read. Reznor is another piece of shit. Is he? I'm not surprised to hear that either, to be honest with you. Marilyn's song sucks anyway. Yeah, like, I never really got it. I've always thought his music was just, you know, I don't know. Not the greatest, but like, as I always say, maybe I'm just not the target audience for it. So different strokes, different folks. Other people like shit that I don't like. You gotta let people like shit that you don't like. That's just the way it is. But it's just not my thing. White R. Kelly, too soon. Wonder if he was peeing on people. You don't put yourself with Manson unless you're like Manson. Yeah, who would have thought a guy who named himself after fucking Charles Manson would have been a bad guy? Sugar, I say. But, you know, they're young kids, young girls. They probably know any better. They're starstruck or whatnot, I'm sure. I can see it. And I'm sure you guys have heard now about the whole GameStop bullshit. So, you know, GameStop is going to go, or they're at least slotted to go out of fucking business because nobody buys games anymore in person. They like download games through Steam or whatever because, you know, it's 2021. Why the fuck would you go to a store and buy a $50 goddamn game at GameStop? You wouldn't. So anyway, they were going to go out of business. And so all the hedge funds, all the rich goddamn billionaires, shorted the GameStop stock, which if you don't know what that means, shorting the stock basically means you bet that the stock is going to go down. And if it goes down, you can actually make money off of it because that's how the stock market works. And so bunch of motherfuckers on Reddit got together and they're like, hey, let's bankrupt all these hedge funds because they're dickheads. So let's make the GameStop stock go up like 1,700%. And then their shorts will cost them billions of dollars and their hedge funds will go bankrupt and fuck those guys. And so they did that. And a bunch of Redditors, they bought their stock and it went up like 1,700% outrageously for no real good reason other than to fuck with the hedge funders. And the billionaires were literally out there fucking almost crying about it on national TV. And it was sort of beautiful to watch. Let's do so together, shall we?
I mean, I think it's kind of obvious people can not only see the emotion on your face, but hear it in your voice when you talk about this, Lee. Why?
I care. That's it.
That's it. I can't believe you're costing us money. I care about money. Yeah, no shit. And look, I ain't got no problem fucking with the hedge funds or whatnot, so forth. But I do want to tell you guys, I agree with Brianna here. Like all the people on Reddit and everything doing this, if you're just doing it for fun, if you're doing it, just to bankrupt the hedge funds or whatnot, and you don't need the money at all, and you know you're going to lose your money, it's fine. Do it all to your heart's content. But like, you guys keep in mind, almost every single person involved in this is going to lose their money. Almost every, like 99.9% of the people involved in this on Reddit are going to lose their money. That's just the way this fucking shit works. It's pump and dump. They're pumping it up, and a few people at the very top are going to make shit tons of money, and almost everybody else is going to lose money. So only do this kind of shit if you're willing to throw that money away and you can 100% afford to lose it. Don't do it thinking you're going to make money off this shit, because you're fucking not. Yeah, you're all going to lose your money, but like as long as you know that going forth, cool X3 and all that and whatnot. That clip's old, is it? All right. Shows you what I know. And still, it's funny to dunk on him anyway. Hilarious, in fact. And you guys see this one? So apparently there's a coup, like a military coup, going on over in Myanmar. Scary, folks. This is the kind of shit that Republicans and Donald Trump wanted to happen here. This is what the pillow guy was calling for, the same exact shit. So this fitness blogger, she's out there just dancing away, doing her fitness blog, completely oblivious to the fact that in the background, there's a military coup going on. There she is doing her thing. Yeah. Some military vehicles coming in there, going to take over your government. You go, girl. Oof. Yeah, don't notice all the military vehicles behind you. So yeah, they called for a state of emergency for a year while the military took over the government, which I don't know anything about Myanmar, folks, whatsoever. Seems bad to me. Like anytime the military goes in and takes over the government, doesn't seem like something you'll want to happen, but who knows? Maybe the government was dickholes or something and deserved it. I don't know. Somebody's got to fill me in on that one, but she just grooving. She ain't worried about it. You do your thing, girl. Hell yeah. I'm feeling it. And next up on What For? So, folks, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I almost put a member of QAnon in the hero section. I didn't, because fuck that. But, what the fuck? I'm actually kind of impressed with this QAnon person. Now, I don't understand how this person, who is sort of reasonable in this video, could have ever believed in QAnon to begin with. But at least some of them are even slightly starting to wake up and realize they're fooled and they shouldn't believe this shit. So I'm going to play her, and I hope that she inspires other QAnon people to wake up and smell the goddamn roses or coffee or whatever the fucking saying is. Right Wing Watch! Do it. Do it. Do it.
People are getting upset at me, some people, because they think, Deanna, you need to just trust the plan. You need to continue to trust the plan. And Q said to trust the plan. President Trump is just waiting for the right moment to pounce and make his attack, and everything's going to be taken care of. The military is going to arrest Joe Biden and take over, and then Trump will be back in charge soon. And I want that to happen. I pray for that to happen. I'm hoping that this happens. And nobody, I mean, I've been a follower of this idea and this plan since day one for years. And I've had President Trump's back since day one and sacrificed a lot for it. Lots of family, friends, work, money, everything. But, you know, we also have to be realistic at the same time and look at what the reality is that's in front of us today. And I, for one, am sick of just looking at clues and taking guesses and kind of following down a rabbit hole where it leads to nothing. And there's just a lot of broken promises that are not delivered. There is a lot of hopium that never gets fulfilled. And I want to, you know, you can hope for something to happen and pray for a miracle to happen for a country, but you can also look at the facts in front of us today and the reality and be grounded in that reality at the same time so that you can prepare your heart and you can prepare your life accordingly. I mean, I think that's the only smart thing to do. That's what a patriot does. And also, a patriot doesn't blindly follow a plan. You know, the only person that we should blindly follow is God, is Jesus. But we shouldn't be blindly following anything or anyone, especially when there's no evidence for that plan ever materializing.
My cats agree. They're fighting. They agree with you so much. But yeah, I can't believe that. She sounds somewhat reasonable. I mean, a lot of the God shit, of course, is stupid as fuck. But glad to see there's a few of them that are recognizing that they've been fed a bunch of bullshit. And, oh my God, are you guys ready to get mad? This would normally go on the bad cop section. Bad cops, what you gonna do? You guys probably saw this one. These motherfuckers literally pepper sprayed a handcuffed 9-year-old girl. God damn it. Warning, video, audio, maybe.
Come on. I'm gonna pepper spray you and I don't want to. So sit back. Then sit back. Come on. This is your last chance, otherwise pepper spray's going in your eyeballs. Come on, let's go.
Sorry, just keep the stage for a minute.
Come on. I'm gonna go get him. Now sit back. Come on. I will fix it.
Dear, why just stop for a second and take a deep breath. Hey, just stop.
Please. I will get your dad. Otherwise,
you said that you were gonna pepper spray me. No, please, no, stop.
Sit back.
Oh, I got a bad arm.
Just spray her.
Just spray her.
Stop.
Dear.
Stop.
I got her. I got her.
Please, wipe my eye. Wipe my eye, please.
So yeah, they're torturing kids now. They're literally fucking torturing 9-year-old kids now, the cops are. Tell me these motherfuckers don't need to be defunded. These motherfuckers need to be put in prison. That's torture. Literally child torture. Gleefully, just do it. I did it. I got her. Screaming. I mean, what the fuck, America? I want to say this is what we are, but the answer is yes. And then it gets even more maddening, folks. Because then the representative for the police goes out there. The police union chief goes out there and fucking defends this shit. Defends the in-goddamn defensible. This motherfucker should never live this down. Fuck everything about this human slime.
I can't tell you anything about him. He came to the scene shortly thereafter. They were trying to get her into the car and made a decision. He made a decision there that he thought was the best action to take. It resulted in her no injury to her. Had they had to go and push further and use more force, there's a good chance she could have been hurt worse. It's very, very difficult to get somebody into the back of a police car
She's a 9-year-old girl who's handcuffed, dude.
And she's 9 years old.
Uh-huh.
Imagine what happens when we have full-grown individuals that we're dealing with.
You talk about the psychological impact on the officers, but what about the psychological impact on the 9-year-old girl who had to deal with this traumatic situation?
How about the traumatic situations that she's been dealing with? Did you listen to the words that her mother was saying to her? That's what's sad. That's what's disturbing. That's what officers go home and say, how does that girl have a chance in life? What's that officer supposed to do? What can they do? You know what? Understand how we respond to situations. Let me go from a man with a gun call, to a traffic accident, to a family disturbance, to another incident. After this, those officers probably had to go on to several other calls that night.
Yeah, they had to go abuse more people. You know, they didn't stop by just abusing the kid. You know, they had more calls that abused more people. This guy's got kids. If the children of this guy are listening to me right now, treat him like a piece of shit for the rest of his fucking life. If you're his neighbors, treat him like the fucking asshole he is. If you see him fucking at the store, let him know what you fucking think about him. He should never live another moment of his fucking life without being treated like a fucking piece of the goddamn scum he is. Name and shame, fuck everything about this guy. He's not even a human at this point. A subhuman sack of goddamn shit who should be treated like that everywhere he fucking goes. I know what I'd be saying if I was commie fucking potato.
This doesn't happen in a vacuum. Some of those officers probably didn't even get a chance to even discuss it until when? God damn it. Just such a fucking broken system, folks. We have to defund it. They won't be defunded, though. Like, because it just doesn't seem like it's working. It doesn't seem like we have the fucking power. It's so goddamn frustrating. All right. Let's try to shake that shit off. Whew. Move on to the next shit. So anyway, this is at least a little comedic. A little bit of comedy from Alex Jones here. I don't know how old this video footage is, but I'm going to say it's new. Because why the fuck not? But a little bit of too much information from Alex Jones here. But it's good to know, I guess.
There's no video of President Trump sucking a ding-dong. And so what if there was? That's a lot better than World War III, Owen. I never sucked any ding-dongs. But I'll tell you, if they were going to blackmail me to start World War III about one, I'd say, hey, I sucked a golf ball through a freaking garden hose.
Didn't you already tell Der Spiegel that?
No, the son of a bitch walked in there in my own office when I'd splattered stuff on myself and I was changing shirts. He goes, oh, that's a good shot. Let's get your shirts. And then he goes, I go, hey, have some of this chicken and sausage. So technically I said, Jones offered me his sausage. Yeah, give me a break, you son of a bitch. I like women, not men. And if I liked men, I'd be proud of it. I'd have a line of them. But I ain't ever been in bed with no man. I've been in bed with probably 300 women. And you sons of bitches sit there and you play these games, and I'm sick of it. So.
You heard there first, folks. Never suck no ding-dongs, Alex Jones. And if he did, he'd be proud of it. Me da think you protest too much. And, did you guys hear about this one? One of the founders of the Lincoln Project. This is why I was telling you guys, don't send these motherfuckers any money. But yeah, he was like propositioning 14-year-old boys for sex and shit. So yeah, conservatives are not your friend. They're not on your side. Don't support them, even when they you have the similar enemies. It was okay to share the Lincoln Project's videos and shit to help get rid of Donald Trump, but you shouldn't have sent the money. Hopefully you didn't fuck everything about them. And can't say this enough. What the fuck? You guys see this one? So literally, these are some of the most powerful men in America. Most powerful members of the Senate. And this is how they live, folks.
Paint peeling off the walls, sheets covering the windows, broken blinds, a mangled chair covered up with a wood board, an ancient stove with a giant hole, and yes, that's underwear in the living room. What looks and feels like the most run-down frat house on campus is actually the Capitol Hill home of some of the most powerful men in Washington.
Welcome to Omega House.
I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
Dick Durbin and Chuck Schumer, the second and third ranking Senate Democrats, live here together.
This is old. They have moved since. Well, regardless, why the fuck are they living like this to begin with? It says January 26. Ow, you're clawing the shit out of me. But yeah, damn, bitch, you live like this? I know, it's crazy. What is wrong with these people? They probably got shamed into moving if that's true. And next up on What the Fuck. I wonder how this happened, folks. It's a mystery. Workers lost $3.7 trillion in earnings during the pandemic. And world's billionaires got $3.9 billion richer. Trillion. Not billion, trillion. Wonder how that happened. It's almost like these two things are connected in some way. Working as intended, folks. It's not a bug. It's a feature of the system. And, so you guys see this one? Somebody modded Bernie Sanders in his cute little chair into a Resident Evil 7 game. Gotta love the modders. And it's terrifying. Run!
Hey,
Bernie gonna get you.
Thought you'd just slip out before dinner was done?
Oh no, not Bernie!
Why is he so scary when he's on a chair?
Bernie too cute to be scared of, though. I wouldn't even run. I just let him kill me. Ah, you got me, Bernie. You got me. Cute little motherfucker, Bernie. Love me some Bernie. And next up on the What the Fuck. What time is it? 35. Holy shit. I got so much to cover still. Look at all this show. I'm only halfway through it, folks. Too much amazing content. Shit needs to quit happening so I catch up. Let me skip that one. All right, let's do this one. Just because I like singing the song, right? Very, 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 very short Trump section. But Trump's not your president. He's not your president. He's not the president. Love it. Feels good to finally sing that. And did you hear that, his legal team exited the process of his impeachment hearings. You know, they're impeaching him again. And basically, he got this legal team together, and he basically ordered them to go in and claim that he was right to contest the election because there was widespread voter fraud, and he should still be the president. And they were like, motherfucker, we ain't going in there and we ain't arguing that. Hell no. Because it ain't true. And we could get in trouble for lying as lawyers because that's, bad and stuff. And so they quit. And good to see. But then he got some more people to be his lawyers. He's got these two new people to be his lawyers. And here's his new lawyers, folks. One of them includes an attorney who declined to prosecute Bill Cosby and another who met with Jeffrey Epstein just days before his death. So, yeah, exactly what you'd expect. Why wouldn't the former president of the United States have these people as his lawyers in an impeachment trial? Par for the course. Exactly what you think would happen. And once again, here's my shock face. Trump Defense Secretary disarmed D.C. National Guard before Capitol riot. Yeah, I remember Trump was putting all these lackeys into positions of power, getting rid of people that actually had experience and putting people that would suck his dick into power. And in testimony before the House this week, Capitol Police and D.C. National Guard officials acknowledged that by January 4th, they understood that the January 6th event would not be like any of the previous protests held in 2020. We knew that the militia groups and white supremacist organizations would be attending. We also knew that some of these participants were intended to bring firearms and other weapons to the event. We knew that there was a strong potential for violence and the Congress was a target. On the same day, former acting Defense Secretary Christopher Miller issued a memo to the Secretary of the Army placing some extremely unusual limits on the National Guard forces for the event. It's not a to-do list. It's a list of thou shalt nots, a long list, a list that says Guard forces can't arrest any of the pro-Trump protesters or search them or even touch them. And that's just for starters. So yeah, folks, it was all a setup from the beginning. They wanted to make sure what happened exactly like Trump intended it to. And it did, right? Happened just like they wanted it to. He wanted to instigate it, whip everybody up into a frenzy so they would go attack Congress, storm the Capitol building, and he wanted to handcuff the National Guard to make sure they couldn't fucking stop it. So why wouldn't they, right? Exactly what you imagine happened, and nothing will fucking be done about it, folks. Because the Republicans simply don't give a shit. And because of these fucking terrorists inspired by our former president, Donald Trump, the DHS uses a federal alert system for the first time in a year to warn of domestic terrorist threats. Yeah, for the first time. I think they've ever done it for domestic terrorism They're using the DHS to alert people, so yeah, not surprising there whatsoever. Homegrown terrorists, traitors to the fucking country, Trump supporters doing what they do. And let's keep in mind who inspired them. Here's Steve Bannon, who was pardoned by the president, one of the president's lackeys. This is the day before the Capitol attack. Here he is, just straight right the fuck out in plain English. In plain English. I can speak in plain English. Trying to create violence, trying to whip everybody up into a froth so they'll go out and do exactly what he wanted them to do. God damn it. It's muted. Great work, Dusty. All right, let's unmute this motherfucker.
Here's a bit of what he was saying the day before and the day of the Capitol attack. Big disclaimer here. We don't condone or even want to replay what he's saying. We felt it's important, though, to understand this story.
All hell is going to break loose tomorrow. Just understand this. All hell is going to break loose tomorrow. It's going to be moving. It's going to be quick. This is not a day for fantasy. This is a day for maniacal focus. Focus, focus, focus. We're coming in right over the target, okay? Exactly. This is the point of attack we always wanted.
So it's 100%, folks. They were trying to create violence. They were trying to create exactly what was going to happen. And they did. And of course, let's just pardon them. Why not? Pardon all the evil people committing the treason and whatnot. But even Steve Bannon. I know it's Bannon. Even Steve Bannon. He started to call bullshit on Rudy Giuliani. I guess he's worried about getting sued too. You know, everybody's going to sue Rudy Giuliani. He's going to be sued into the fucking ground. So he had Rudy Giuliani on his show the other day, and Rudy Giuliani was doing what he does, spreading bullshit and lies. And even Bannon is calling him out now. That's how bad it's getting for Rudy Giuliani.
The defense is going to have to show that this thing was planned and that a lot of the people involved in the planning, Antifa, and then even some right-wing groups were enemies of his, and that they were doing it in order to hurt him, including some right-wing groups that operate for the Lincoln Project, or have been working with the Lincoln Project at various times. You have a couple of wolves and sheep.
Hold it. Hang on. Whoa. What do you say working for the Lincoln Project? Right-wing groups like who?
One of the people who organized this is well known for having worked with the Lincoln Project in the past, and also.
Okay, who is it? But Rudy, we can't.
That he helped to bring. You gotta let me finish, Steve.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
One of the people involved brought in right-wing groups that opposed Trump, and he brought them in specifically because he wanted to blow this thing up. He had the same motivation. The Antifa people had. So it isn't as if all these right-wing groups were all pro-Trump. And the biggest problems, violent problems, were caused by Antifa. That's where the shooting took place. That was surrounded by all Antifa people. So how can he be held responsible for a whole thing that's planned days before he's going to speak, that has a mixture of people that hate him and people that support him?
God damn it. The fuck?
He's not.
So
responsible.
who's the guy?
How can he possibly
Who's the guy? Who's the guy working with the Lincoln Project?
He's a. I don't know if I can reveal his name, because we have that from anonymous sources. But he worked in the past. He worked in the past for Romney.
Okay, hang on for a second. Okay.
What is with this coloring? I just gotta say, what the fuck, dude? Can't you hire somebody to get your makeup more even? You look even crazier than Trump does. But anyway.
Okay, but I mean, hey, this is why we're getting blown up all the time. You can't throw a charge out there like that and then say, yeah, I got a double secret probation guy who I can't mention, but he worked for Romney, worked for the Lincoln Project. Anyway, we'll drill down this more.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
So even Bannon calling Rudy out for his bullshit, but you shouldn't have him on there anyway, dude. You're all going to get sued into the goddamn ground, hopefully. At least Trump can't pardon you from the civil bullshit. And look how desperate these motherfuckers are. This is an actual tweet, folks. This is not a parody from a Trump supporter. Look how terrible that cord looks across the floor. It's about this cord right here. You would have never seen that at the Trump White House, but Sleepy Joe would never notice. Of all the things to point out, a goddamn cord is where they're at. This is like the tan suit of Obama all over again. Just the most meaningless shit. They have to continuously distract because that's all they fucking got. And but folks, like I said, it doesn't look like they're going to fucking actually get Trump out of, well, not get him out of office, but impeach him. Take away all the benefits he gets with being a former president, like $1 million a year travel budget and Secret Service protection, and what is it, $250,000 a year for life or whatever the fuck it is, and payments, all that shit. This goddamn traitor shouldn't have. But yeah, they've already signaled that the Republicans are not going to vote to impeach him, which is actually really scary. They're sending a message to every future Republican president that it literally does not matter what you do. You could do anything, and we will never remove you. Even if you commit treason, whip a mob up into a frenzy, have them attack the Capitol building and put our lives in danger. Even then, the one thing that no one could doubt the founding fathers would want you to impeach for, we still want to impeach you. That's the message they're sending to every future Republican president. And nobody can be surprised about that, though, right? We know they don't really give a shit about anything except for power. And that's my short Trump section. I think I'm going to read the super chats. I think I'm going to skip the religious bullshit for tonight. And we're going to do that on Friday. If I don't do another show for that, I might do another show for Friday. Depends on how much content I have. We're going to skip, and we're going to do a little overtime here with some caring too much. But let me read the super chats first. You guys got to say, love the show, Dusty. Can you please take my money? I will, Jason Moore. Took your money. It's mine now. Yoink. And Proto, what's your thoughts on Breonna Joy Gray? I love her as Bernie's press secretary, but she rubs me the wrong way since Chomsky interview. Cat's in the way. And Med for All debate. Yeah, she's been doing a couple things that got under my skin too. Like I said, mixed feelings, pretty much like you, to be honest with you. Love Nana. Love Nana too. Appreciate that. And that's all the super chats for right now. Didn't have many more super chats, so let's go ahead. More super chats, please, as we finish up the show with some caring too much. Let's see if I have a graphic for that. Yep. Because, dipshit, you're caring too much. And got a bunch of Karen videos for you. Or Karen-like videos. And first off, we're going to start in Hawaii. Got a Hawaiian Karen showing her ass, showing her white privilege. And I don't know how old this video is, but this guy's wearing a mask, so it can't be too old. And she Karen all over the place. Let's have a look.
Fuck you!
Oh,
fuck you!
Keep driving. No,
it's not enough!
Park your car.
Keep
driving. Like, what the hell?
You better get the fuck away from me. Fuck you!
We have a car. This is a roadway over here, man. Can you please move?
Everyone better stop fucking yelling at me right now. It's I'm not fucking moving.
Can you please move your car?
Thank you.
Same thing to a fucking forerunner. You park over here. We'll park you. Okay?
I don't listen to you either. Shield. Listen, you short fucking piece of shit. Okay? Grow some.
She called me a short fucking piece of shit.
Grow some fucking balls, baby. Grow some fucking balls.
Shut the fuck up and leave. We're
no,
traffic
I'm not moving.
Listen
to
you. Heard me, sir? No, not good enough.
You can talk all the fuck you want, all you fucking Hawaiians. Okay. The white lady's fucking crazy. You can talk all the fuck that you want, you fucking motherfucker. Okay, that's enough. No, it's not enough. It is not.
Good Lord, man, having a total mental breakdown. So much privilege. Yes, the white lady is crazy. Not because they say so, because of your own actions. And see this one. Crazy white lady pointing a shotgun at an Amazon delivery driver because, you know, why not?
She on, brother. Fuck she on, bro. Straight got the gun pointed at me like, what is she doing?
I'd be ducking and shit, dude.
Like, what the fuck, bro? She tweaking.
Mama, get out of there.
Dead ass.
Yeah. That's some crazy ass shit, yo. Might not want to hang around for that one. I call the police and, see this one? Oh, no, there's another part first. So first, this guy is involved in the racist video. He gets caught Karening all over the fucking place. Where the fuck's it at?
And then he apologizes. I don't have it in the right order. All right, fuck it. I'll just play the end of the video first, because the end of the video shows his racist bullshit. So he got involved with a few of his friends who were out there being racist to a Mexican guy for no fucking reason. Show you that.
Have a good night. Say what, one more. Say what, one more. What about me? I should go back where? You should go back home. Yeah. I should go back where? Home. Oh, you little pussy, you don't want to say it now?
Go back to where you fucking came from.
You little pussy?
Yeah.
You don't want to say it no more? Pussy little fucking nigga. You little fucking bitch. What'd you say? Nigger. Oh, say that one more time.
One more time.
Say it.
Say it.
Let's see. Yeah. There you go.
Hey, real big man we got here.
Look at this. So they just told me to go back to Mexico.
Yeah. Send it to the news, I dare you.
And they left Popeyes and they said, fuck the N-word that works at Popeyes.
Oh my God, the N-word.
Oh
my.
So yeah, let's find out who these people are. Name and shame, name and shame. So yeah, that video went viral, and so this guy, it didn't go well for him, I guess. He took a lot of fucking shit. So then he made this video apologizing, and then he deleted it because he's a real brave motherfucker. So here's his ridiculous apology video.
I do not hate people for any reason, unless, you know. But
I do not hate people for any reason, unless, you know.
It's not like a, I'm not a white supremacist. I do not think that white people are the master race per se.
Or
whatever.
I don't even know. Maybe they are.
I'm only 22. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Hey, I'm only 22. That's not old enough to not be a white supremacist piece of shit, apparently. Yeah, I'm not responsible for my actions. I'm only a grown-ass adult at 22.
Just like the rest of you, okay? But I hope you guys, you know, can find it in your heart to forgive me, because this has really been the worst experience of my entire life.
Good.
And just, you know, I think if people really, you know, thought about, like, what would it be like to be a Trump supporter, you know, like, we're not racist. We want
yeah, I just saw you. You are incredibly fucking racist. What are you fucking talking about?
to see this country build back up to the way that it was, but...
When was the country great? What time period? Yeah, like the 50s when it was incredibly fucking racist? Exactly.
You know, with Joe, we'll just have to see what happens. All right, you guys. Really, 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 really sorry.
That was a terrible apology.
And I'm unhappy with my behavior.
Well, why did you delete the video then?
I really am, and I just have a good night.
Yeah, fuck you. That was a horrible apology video, but I'm glad your life is going poorly. It should, motherfucker. And I gotta say, folks, I'm 100% convinced by this video that this guy is in no way gay and is absolutely not projecting and protesting too much.
It's not the Egyptian. All of you people calling me gay, fuck you. I'm not gay. I love women, you pussy old piece of shit. I don't love fucking men, you pussies. I love women, yeah? And I loved Hartoon because he said milk. I was talking about breast. That's the only thing. Yeah, bottle, milk, whatever. That's what I was talking about, Hartoon, not anything else. You fucking batty mans sitting there wanking all day. Go fuck yourself, yeah? I love women, you pussies.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, but they're trying to call me a homo, bro.
Are you a homo?
No.
Then it's okay.
Why the fuck are they saying that?
I don't
pussy
know. But they're not here.
Oh, fuck yourself. I love women, yeah, you pussy. I never fucking liked a man in my whole fucking life. I only hug people for sabilillah. Because in Islam it says hug your brother and kiss him on the cheek. Fi sabilillah. Not for fucking, not for pleasure, not for pleasure.
Why do you care?
Yeah, because they're pussies.
Yeah, okay, but are they here?
They're the fucking trolls, bro.
Are they here though?
Yeah, they're always fucking, fuck yourself. I love women, yeah?
And when you say this, will it stop?
Like, no one gets that mad about being called gay unless they love dicks. I'm just saying, dude. I mean, you can call me gay all day long, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gay. I like it. I don't give a shit. Why would you? Who literally gives a fuck? So, yeah. And you guys see this one? These fucking COVID idiots. They got nothing better to do with their life. These stupid white motherfuckers are out there heckling people waiting in line to get vaccinated.
You are doing the right thing by trying to educate you. That's what we're here for. We want you to educate yourself before you sit in line and get a vaccine.
Are you educating me?
What?
Are you educating me?
I know, I'm asking you to go do some education on your own. You do it on your own.
I did already.
And you still want to put nano-aluminum into your body?
Of course.
And aborted fetal cells?
Yes, I want to. So let me
freely to do my...
Go. I'm not stopping you.
You are.
No, they're not.
Indirectly, you are doing that.
They told us to go to the sidewalk. We went to the sidewalk. What else can we do?
Yeah, what is it? 420,000 people dead? Let's make fun of you guys for not wanting to die of the pandemic. Classy! And it wasn't the only video, folks. There's another one of them out there mocking people for doing nothing other than wanting to get protected against COVID.
Being a byproduct of Bill Gates.
I think so, yeah. We gotta... I was gonna see the sign.
Hey guys, there's 2 entrances.
Why are you wearing a mask in your car?
Oh, and a lot of people will tell
That's your fucking business.
Your dog needs a mask.
Okay,
Your dog needs a mask. Your dog needs a mask.
Do you think you can get COVID?
People put them on for them, and if they need adjustments, they touch them from the side. They also operate over KPD glue. I pray that none of you are encountering KPD glue.
Your dog is smarter than you.
If so, okay, I will let you wear a mask.
Yeah, these are some people that need some near-death experiences to get that priority straight. Got nothing better to do with their fucking lives, goddammit, than harass people. Oh, goddamn Trump supporters. At least there seems to be less of this. I don't know how to say this. I got plenty of goddamn Karen videos, but at least there seems to be a little bit less of this out there. And, did you guys see this one? Racist guy in a rape van harassing an Amazon driver for no fucking reason, because why not? For some reason, this video is down, but there's a mirror, so let's click on the mirror. Do it.
So I'll go back to wherever you came from. And what else? What else? You just spit on me. Go back to my country. Go back to your country. I'm way happy than you. I can look in your face that your family hates you. You're fucking miserable. I can see everything in your face. I never spit at you. No, I got it on video, bro. Yeah, you got it on video, bro. Yeah. Have a nice day. I hope you don't get in an accident on the way home, okay?
Show them the love of Christ. Hope you get an accident. Go back to where you came from. Name and shame. Find out where this rape van motherfucker works and ask his boss if he appreciates his attitude towards other races. And another racist attack on our Hispanic brothers and sisters out there. And this is the one I was going to show you before. Okay, let me skip that. I already showed you that guy. That was the apology video guy. Fuck that dude. And just say this one. This Trump zombie trying to get into a hospital takes a full mouthful of mace. Gets maced right in the fucking face, down the throat, and just like gargles it and spits it out like it's goddamn mouthwash. Let's have a look.
To question me or talk to me at all until I started calling. I'm her caregiver. My mother has memory loss. She has a brain tumor growing in her brainstem. She has memory loss. Sat needs in. Sat needs in. Let Satin in! There's somebody behind her too that's all going in. Satin needs in! She's the power of attorney! Where's the hospital administrator? This is kidnapping! Go in, Satin!
That nice shove her ass back. Not you crazy. To fight back. Look at, oh my god. Look at him. Yeah, get the fuck back, dipshits. America. Yeah. Got a spray right in his fucking face.
Keep it on it.
Trying to break into fucking hospitals now with that mask on. You didn't do a single thing. Trying to break the doors down, dipshit.
She needs her power of attorney. That's all we want. We will leave.
So big, so strong.
There was another one too. They maced another one in the face. They spit it out, but that's not on that video. But anyway, America, crazy as shit. And you've heard of road rage. Here's boat rage. This guy's got a little dinghy. Haha, pun intended.
You piece of shit. Yeah, piece of shit. You just caused $1,000 of damage. What the fuck do you think?
Caused $1,000 worth of damage on this boat that's worth about $200.
You go past my boat, you rock it if you're not doing fine.
So yeah, long story short, boat rage. He gets mad, and then he whips his boat around, and he smashes into them with his boat, and he sinks his own boat. That's genius. Yeah, look at this genius. Yeah, you're dumb, and now your boat's ruined and sinking.
Children.
I care.
I don't care.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sinking. That's what I'm doing. I threw a little tantrum, and now my boat is sinking. Oh, now I'm getting hit with an oar. Yeah, fuck off, tosser. Now I gotta pull my boat out of the water because it's sinking. Yeah, dude, just relax. Relax and smoke some weed about it. It'll be fine. It's not that serious, yo. And overtime! We in overtime now. Overtime! Got 3 more Karen videos for you. Then I'm gonna do 3 quick palate cleansers and we're gonna finish up the show. Do all the rest of this shit on Friday or whenever the next show is. And so, this person is making the Florida Gators look really good. Apparently, they're mad and racist at their neighbors. Why not? Let's have a look at this. Karen.
Not your neighbor.
Yeah, you live right here.
No.
You say,
I'm not
Shelley,
your neighbor.
We have a trailer coming in.
I'm not your neighbor. You just live there. You're not my neighbor.
That's
These
a
are
neighbor.
my neighbors because I like them. You're not my neighbor.
That's not how it works.
You're on my shit list.
Who cares?
And I'm warning you, I'm not somebody to have on your shit list.
Yeah, no one gives a shit.
And you're
Karen.
on my shit list.
No one gives a fuck.
And if you think I'm gonna have a fucking nigger tell me he's not moving off my driveway, you
can't use that language.
I can use the word nigger all goddamn motherfucker.
You're harassing us now.
You can, but let's find out where you work. Let's see how much you like it when we fucking make you go viral.
You're harassing us.
No, really? Did I touch him? Did I assault him? Did I hurt him?
Yes, that's an insulting word.
Fuck you, and fuck you. Good, the cops are coming. Tell them I called y'all niggers. What the fuck ever? I didn't call y'all niggers. I called that fat ass.
You cannot say that. I will move this truck right now for your trailer.
I can't say nigger. Please bring it to me in writing.
I will move the truck right now.
There's no law, but there's consequences of your actions. So, yeah, not going to get put in jail for it, but you are going to suffer for it.
Now, do you need it now moved?
He's sitting in a store. He can't even come here. Since 8:05, he can't
All you have
come
to
to my
do
house.
is say, Shelley, move it, and we need the trailer to come in.
I tried to talk to you. Did I not
You
tell
told me about my...
All right, that's too annoying to listen to. Fuck that racist, Karen. Here's the fame you ordered. Hope you enjoy it. And, do you guys see this one? Crazy Karen trying to break into a deaf man's house, because, you know, why wouldn't she? And you can tell this guy's deaf because he's listening to country music.
No, you
That's
won't.
a
Because
threat.
we called the
That's
police.
a threat.
We
She
already
just
called
threatened
the
to
police.
smash his face in.
We already called the police. You need to stop. You need to stop.
We already
We're
did.
already on the way. You're
Meth,
being
not
evicted.
even once.
You're trying to break into our property. You're trying to break into our property. She's trying to break into our property. We will press charges if you do not get off our fucking property right now. Okay?
I need to call 911.
Yeah, call 911.
Yep, call 911. Crazy Karen trying to break into your house. Hide your meth. And last up on Karen too much. Oh shit, this is a hard one to watch, folks. A hard one to watch. So I guess this crazy COVID conspiracy theorist is trying to remove their loved one from the ICU and remove their oxygen and risk his life because somehow they know better than the medical staff. God damn it.
If you want to just have a quick conversation, I can just quickly debrief you and tell you what the current issue is and what the problem is here. Since being moved from AMU, none of the family have been consulted with what's his medical condition. Yesterday he went off the radar. The hospital have been lying to all the family. What are you doing with him?
My main concern is his safety. And at the moment, you are making him unsafe.
Right,
He's taking his oxygen off. He's going to die if we don't put it back on.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Can I just say something?
It is against the law. You put yourself all at risk. Okay? We need to step outside. If you go home, if you go home, you will die. He has coronavirus pneumonia affecting both of his lungs. He's on steroids called dexamethasone. He's on antibiotics to treat concurrent bacterial infection. Okay?
Right.
That's the treatment he's on.
And that's it.
To my knowledge, if we get his drug chart, I can tell you what he's on.
Right, okay. I emailed into the hospital about saying that the family wasn't happy with the steroids and the antibiotics and they'd be able to replace it with vitamin C, vitamin D and zinc. Plus there was another one, I forget what the lawyer told me earlier. But,
none of those are proven treatments for coronavirus. However, antibiotics and steroids are.
I'm here to assist. I'm here to assist him. I'm here for his benefit, not for yours.
So we're not going to have this conversation very
long. You're putting this whole world at risk while you're doing it.
You are.
What, me personally?
Yeah.
Why is that? Why me personally?
Listen, can I just say something, please? I am his next of kin.
Right. Now, sorry, Doctor. Now, if he's going to leave, now, obviously, they've got oxygen indoors.
He'll last about half an hour before he dies.
What? Oxygen?
I'm not giving him oxygen to go home with.
No, what I'm saying to you is we've got oxygen at home.
Not this much.
Coronavirus, or you say corona? Can you define coronavirus?
SARS-CoV.
Can you define coronavirus? God damn it.
V2.
2019.
Yeah, that hasn't been proven to exist. That was declassified as highly it was declassified on March 19th, 2020. It's no longer highly contagious infectious disease.
I'm not going to continue having this
conversation.
conversation.
I'm trying to understand what your treatment.
Continue having this conversation.
I need to understand what your plans for
You're going to be
treatment
removed by the security guard now. Okay?
Get off, mate.
Take you now.
Or what?
Listen,
or what?
get off him, please.
That's a legal paper. That's my son.
It's fucking mind virus. He's gonna die in 30 minutes if you guys take him. No, COVID doesn't even exist. Define it. Oh, god damn it. So, yeah, spreading all across the goddamn world. Fucking UK. Get your shit together. And, alright, that is my caring too much section. We're gonna skip over to the palate cleansers, finish up the show. Last chance to get your super chats if you want to, if you're able. Got a few cute-ass palate cleansers. I'm gonna start doing this to my dogs. It's a cute-ass thing to do. Basically, you have them sit next to you, and you call for them, and you pretend like they're not sitting next to you, and watch the confusion on their faces.
Penny. Penny.
Like, I'm right here. What?
Penny, come here.
What? I'm right here, dude.
Come here, Penny.
So confused. The fuck are you talking
Penny,
about?
come here. Come here. Come here, Penny.
Like, I'm here. Daddy, I'm here.
Penny, where are you?
I'm right here, Daddy. I'm not invisible, am I? Like, oh, so cute. He's right there, Penny. Need to bring my dogs out here. Gonna try to work on that. Showcase them more. And next up, time for some panda cuteness. Oh, yeah. Cute little motherfucker. Look at this panda. Having so much fun on the snowman. He's the best snowman that there ever was. Yes, it is. Look how fun I'm having. He's so fun. Oh, I fell on my head. It's the funniest thing ever. Yeah. Oh, God. It's the funniest thing that ever happened in the world. Yes, it is. Oh, it's my snowman. My snowman. And just follow my head over and over again. It's fine. Clumsy, but having fun. You cute little motherfucker. And last but not least, on the palate cleansers, look at the way this dog crosses the street. Crosses the street like she a human. She a little human doggy, aren't you? Crosses the street so good. Look at her. I just the humans. I cross the street like the humans do. I'm such a good girl. Yes, you are. Cute little thing. And that's my palate cleanser for tonight, folks. Cute as shit. Hope you enjoyed it, folks. Let me finish it up by reading the chats. Super chats. K Condor. Escondido at my hometown. I'm so proud. Obviously sarcasm. I'm sure you're not all bad. Can't blame you all for that. And Dusty, can you please do your 5 interviews on the film Trump Card? I really miss you doing these because they were so funny. Love Commie Potato. All right, I'll have to look into that. Not familiar with it, but I'll check it out. And name withheld, Trump doesn't even need a lawyer. He could hire a bologna sandwich and he would still get off. I know, right? Doesn't even need to show up. That's the truth. And, all right, that is all the super chats. Thank you for everybody who supported the show tonight. I appreciate it. Let me read the regular chat real quick before we finish it up. What you guys gotta say? The dogs are evolving. I know. They're gonna take over. Better watch yourselves. Once they get armed, it's all over for us. You hope he drops. I don't. Well, get other people sick as he leaves the hospital. That's the problem with that. If it was just him, it'd be one thing, but it's a series of problems for all of us, isn't it? Name and shame. Absolutely name and shame these fucks. Give them the attention that they so desperately need. Voters for Trump. I know. Probably a UK Trump supporter over there across the pond with their cool little accents. And appreciate some smart animals and towards the stupid ones, I know. Think some non-human animals actually show us how the fuck it's done. All right, folks. Yeah, definitely hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't liked it. Or if you haven't subscribed. Also, become a Dust Buddy. If you want to go Dust Buddy, no Dust Buddies tonight, but you can become a Dust Buddy and get emojicons. And Danny Nernick, killer show tonight, homie. Appreciate it, Danny. Thank you for supporting the show. You're awesome. Dust Buddies rule. Hell yeah, love me some Dust Buddies. Love all you guys. Appreciate you joining me tonight. As always, you guys want to support the show, Patreon. Link in the description of the video, patreon.com. Also, there's ways to send direct tips through PayPal. And you can send gifts to the animals. And my Animals on wish list. We're probably going to do an unboxing on Friday. I have a few things to unbox. Somebody sent me some underwear. Hell yeah, that's what I had on my wish list. I need some underwear, and you guys hooked me up. Appreciate that. So I will be probably highlighting that on Friday's show. So if you guys want to get in on that, check out the description of the video, and you guys can send me shit to my P.O. Box for the Animal Sanctuary. Folks, I'll be back on Friday. Might be back quicker than that. Probably not. But definitely Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, 2 a.m. GMT. So be sure to tune in. Be sure to like the video. Be sure to tell your friends. Be sure to help the show spread because it's the best goddamn show in the world, in my opinion. Of course, I would say that. See you guys soon. Love the shit out of you. Guys, stay safe out there this week. And as always, till next time, logic, fuck yes, and transroids. Hell yeah. Play us out, Spanky Weasel. Spanky Weasel. Spanky Weasel. Good night, y'all.
Peace.